Why'd you pick Tennessee?
Other than the fact that I knew that Coach Barnes is one of the best coaches in America, academically it's one of the top schools that even though I was recruited by Ivy League, I thought that the media with the SEC as well as the academics here would be successful with my major, as well as the fact that my family could be coming to games almost every time we play, and also that I had the opportunity to play for a guy who's the most impactful coach for most players in America.
Obviously, academics are important. Do you describe kind of how much that was stressed in your family, and also what your mom does for a living?
It was stressed. There's no words to describe because my mom works for NASA and she's an electrical engineer, so academics came first for her as well as myself. And it's pride throughout my family, my grandparents, my dad, and all. And the fact that I had Ivy League schools recruiting me kind of had a cloud over everything, and it put me in a different category, which made me feel not special, but honored. I would say.
Has it made the transition to college easier because you've always been such an academically focused person?
Yes, it's made it completely easier because things that I did back in the day, preparing myself for Providence Day as well as with my family and with my brothers, always pushing me. It pushed me through life.
What's it been like, the basketball part of it, since you've been here? Has it been what you expected?
It's a lot more intense than I expected.
Really?
Because in high school you don't really know how to work hard, or at least you're not really taught that. And Coach Barnes pushes you to the point where you know that you're going to be great if you buy in and you'll succeed.
I mean, you played at a pretty high-profile high school, though, right? I mean, a private school that was nationally recognized.
Yes.
How does that help prepare you for this kind of stage?
Coach Field and those guys were amazing. They helped me grow up. They helped me learn to play not only against the best players in the country, but also the not so great. So they pushed me, and also the fact that they pushed me to work. But here's a whole different level, college, and also with the speed of the game, and also just the intensity because the grind is harder.
What do you miss most about home?
The thing I miss most about home would probably just be my family and just hanging out with them and enjoy those times with my brothers and my grandparents.
What do you want to do with your academics? Do you know which direction you want to go, what you want to do?
Well, I was a mechanical engineering major, but now I'm in econ with a dual concentration in international business and a minor in math.
What made you change your mind?
I changed my mind because, one, it'd be harder. Say I do leave early, or say I do something where I have to come back to school later on. It's harder to come back to an engineering degree than come back to an econ and go into business, because I feel like with my personality and also just with my liking, I feel like I can do really well with it.
How much weight are you down right now?
I've lost 25 pounds since I've been here.
How hard has that been?
It was tough. In the summer, I worked hard, and it made me feel so much better. I feel great now.
Yeah.
My diet's changed, which means that I feel better just daily. Walking to class, I feel better. Playing basketball, I feel better. Even just talking to people, I feel great.
Have you thought about what the season will be like, what you want to try to do or get accomplished, or is that?
Well, really, I'm just focused on helping the team, because the season's going to take care of itself. We're trying to be great, and we're working hard, so let's make it happen.
Will it be special for you guys to go to Chapel Hill, you four guys from North Carolina, and play the school that was, in your state?
It's going to be special because I would have thought that I'd be playing against them later on. It was just never in my mind that I could actually be playing inside the Dean Dome and just playing against Coach Roy Williams and all that. So it's going to be fun because we have Coach Barnes.
Now, you had some musical theater in high school, is that correct?
I always instilled a lot of musical instruments as well as different talents by my grandfather who played multiple instruments. So
really?
The fact is, I really enjoyed it, so I went into a musical my senior year when I had a little bit of time, called Anything Goes. It's a comedy. It's amazing.
Were you singing?
Yeah, I just saw them.
Really? How'd it go?
It went well. I
really?
Up. I have the DVD, so
you got the DVD to prove it?
Just call me.
What's the toughest thing about playing for Rick?
Toughest thing is probably just adjusting, because normally in high school, guys tell you what you want to hear, and you're just playing to get somewhere later on. But here, he wants you to get better. He wants you to be better mentally, physically, naturally, and he's going to push you, and you have to respond in a certain way compared to back in the day.